my channel. My name is AutumnEmbersyt and today I am building a station house. Why? Because I can. So for the longest time I've been building builds because I have an agenda. I have a theme for it. For example, I am building something because it is Halloween. I am building something because it's autumn, or because I want to tie up my Let's Play in a nice little pretty bow, or because I'm building something for the Houses for the Ages series or my Dark Disney Princess series. And I've realised it's been such a long time since I'm just building something just because I can. There's no rhyme or reason for it. I just can because I can, and that's it. And so let's just do it, because in a couple of weeks' time I'll be probably building and preparing for builds that would be Christmassy builds. And so it's like, okay, nothing's going on. I just want to build something, so let's just do that whilst I have the chance to do that. And yeah, this is what I collated. And as I was building, I was listening to the 2004 Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler playing the Phantom. Now, the reason why I'm listening to the 2004 version is because that's the version that I grew up on, and it is kind of like a family film. And as I was building this, this was the second house that I built in one evening, which is kind of crazy for me because I'm an incredibly slow builder, but for some reason the Phantom of the Opera playlist was really kind of like spurring me on to build that a little bit quicker, and I was able to build two houses, just the exterior of them, in one evening. It's like, what? I'm not used to that. So much so I was just like, well, I tweeted about it. It was that like, what to me. And so the second house that I built, so basically I just did the exterior here. I got the walls, I got the exterior paint on and the windows on. And the second home that I built was a like a really big house that I could see would look really nice in pastel colours. I think that would look great with it. But as soon as I finished doing like the wallpapering, the exterior wallpaper and the windows, I just looked at it and went, bloody hell, this is huge, innit? And yeah, it will look great with pastels, but I'm just not feeling it. So I moved on and decided to create this build instead. And I could see that this could be easily decorated with dark colours, and I love decorating with dark colours. It just makes me happy. By listening to Phantom of the Opera, the 2004 film with Gerard Butler, in my head I kept calling him Gerald Butler. I don't know why, but yeah, it kept reminding me of Gerald, and then that reminded me of Harold from Shrek, the Frog King. I was like, that's not his name. But yeah, I kept listening to the Phantom of the Opera playlist, and I remember that my dad bought the film for him and my mum to watch for the wedding anniversary, and somehow it just transitioned into like a family film. And I think that may have happened because my mum liked the film. She also liked that Gerard Butler film, because my mum would just put it on in the background whenever she was pottering around the house. My mum cannot sit down and watch a film. She has to be doing something like pottering around the house, and it's really, really annoying. But I think from memory, when I was a child, it was always in the background when my mum was pottering around the house. She would stop every now and again just to admire Gerard. Oh, isn't he nice? Oh, isn't he lovely? Oh, wouldn't I like a piece of that? And so yeah, and I just think I just sat down and started watching, because I can watch quite a few things. I just sit down and watch things. The things I cannot sit down and watch, they just bore me to death. And they are like Western films for like cowboys and saloon bars. Can't do them. Things like Pride and Prejudice and Bridgerton, again, can't do them. Also, I can't do things that have like subtitles to them, like films or foreign TV programs that have subtitles to them, because I just can't get into them because I'm reading text from a screen. How can I get into that? And then sometimes I'll be reading the text from the screen, and then then it gets taken from me. Like, whoa, hey, what happened? I was reading that. Bring it back for me, please, because otherwise I have no idea what's going on. So I can't get into it because my brain's busy reading what's on. I can't just shut down and just get into it. So yeah, I think that's how it transitioned from a romantic wedding anniversary film to a family film, because it's the only thing that my family collectively can agree on watching on, because we have such a diverse in things that we like to watch together. I mean, some people will be like 3 of us, they'll enjoy something, and then be one other person go, oh, I don't like that, it's pile of crap, and they will tell us about it. It's like, why did you tell us that? You just made us feel crap that you don't like our program. You could have, kept it inside your head. But yeah, it's the only thing that we like collectively as a family, and we've seen it many times in the theatre, and we had the chance to see it in New York, but my dad was like, no, we've seen Phantom Opera many a time. We are in New York. It'd probably be the first and last time we'd be in New York, and so therefore I want to watch something that we haven't seen before. Makes sense. That's a good argument. That's your whatever. So we did go and see something different. I cannot remember what it was. It's a really famous theatre production, and my sister loves it. It's like she's a really big fan of it, but I can't remember what it is. It has the song All That Jazz in it, and it was really great. And yeah, we got to see that. We also saw the Phantom Opera 2. Now I have no idea what was on in that production. It's like, why am I watching this? Why is this here? And for some reason, the storyline warranted a pair of female amateur robot legs pushing along a little vintage glamour trolley that we have in the game that I use a lot during this build. But it warranted a pair of robotic female legs, just the legs, nothing else, just the legs with some high heels along a little trolley. And I was like, I don't understand what's going on. Why is this here? And yeah, it was like watching Lion King 2. It was just this is clearly sponging off the success of one. This is nowhere near as good as the first. But yeah, got to see that. I'm not too sure if it's still showing. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I don't think it is. Kind of makes sense. It wasn't as good as the first. And yeah, I was on a roll listening to Phantom, especially here. So I'm doing the garden. Like I said, I was on the roll listening to Phantom the Opera. I was doing the garden. I had some sort of idea and plan in mind for this garden. And I was like, okay, let's put some gates down just to help me visualise what's on. And that's when I happened upon the gate glitch. So whenever I took out a gate, I would put it down, and then where the gate was put down, it would delete the fence around it. And I was like, what is going on here? And I discovered it was the gate, and so I tried to fix it, and I tried to remove the fence and replace it, copy the fence and put it down where it should be. Try to replace the fence with a completely different fence just to make sure it's not the fence itself. I even tried coming out of the game from Managed Worlds and then going back in. That didn't fix it. The only thing that fixed it was coming completely out the game, shutting down the game, and then going back into it. Now, there was nothing really wrong with with it. It was just annoying me that visual fence was gone, and so that bummed me out. So I moved inside, and I love this kitchen. It was a little bit hard to try to find inspiration photos from Pinterest when you don't really know what kind of like interior design or theme you got going on. You just know it looks great and you're loving it. Because I feel like this house has a really collective interior design. Because it feels like it has like a rustic, steampunk, Victorian, industrial, vintage glamour, 1920s, 1930s, dark boho, slightly modern look to it. And what am I supposed to type in when I'm trying to find inspiration photos? Because I can't type in all of that. Is that they Google or Pinterest or whatever you're searching, it will grab phrase and then it would just look for that. It won't look for everything that you've just typed in. So it's a bit unusual. I like the way it turns out. I love the way it turns out. I love this kitchen. It's a very simple kitchen, just some black brick and some wooden cladding on the wall. And this, because it's quite big, this house, I gave this house a separate formal dining area. So we have a kitchen dining area where you would just have your weekday meals, invite your friends over in the kitchen dining area, and then for the formal living area, that's where you would have Christmas Day dinner, you would have Thanksgiving Day dinner. So this is where you would have those dinners. Yeah, like I said, it was bigger. Well, why not? And I don't really do formal dining areas, so it was like, let's do it, shall we? So whenever I do like a potion witch crafting room, which this does not have, it's just a normal home that looks lovely and it's green. But whenever I do any sort of like witch crafting potion room, I always use these outdoor retreat potions to decorate said room. And I've always been curious and just wanting to play out the herbalism skill, because I'm just curious what it intends. Is it fun to doodles? And whenever I go into the game to explore this herbalism skill and explore the gameplay, I always feel guilty not doing something that should be going towards a building video. So I'm like, oh, I'm on The Sims 4, but I should actually be doing taking screenshots for the build. I should be completing the build, like doing the garden, doing the bathroom, or I should actually be editing the build video, so I've got a video to come out that week. I shouldn't be playing or exploring the herbalism skill. I should be doing something for the build. And so naturally, to stop me feeling guilty, naturally the answer would just be film it. Just film it, make a let's play out of it and see where it takes you. But the thing is, I've already done 2 let's plays. One thing was the Rags to Riches let's play, which didn't float me boat at all. I didn't like it so much so I stopped playing it halfway through. And the second is the Black Widow challenge. Now that challenge, it was gameplay style that I was used to doing. I like the fact they had sort of like goals and achievements to do, and it had like deadlines, meaning that you had to complete the challenge before they age up. You had a point system, so if you did something right, you got points. If you did something wrong, points were taken away. And if I were ever to do a let's play exploring the herbalism skill, that's how I would do it. But the thing is, I'm just scared that the herbalism skill is not as interesting as I think it could be. And so I'm just worried I go about this let's play and I'm not liking it, I'm not enjoying it, and it will just be the Rags to Riches let's play all over again while I'm just stopping it in the middle of nowhere because I'm not enjoying it. So I have been playing a little bit of the herbal skill. I played a little bit last Friday. I only got to play a little bit of it because my sister was coming around for dinner and I wanted a bit of time with her because she had a very crappy, stressful week because of her job, and I just wanted to spend a lot of time with her. And yeah, so if a let's play ever does come about with the herbalism skill, it's meaning that I enjoy playing through the herbalism skill, and I think it's great and worthy of a let's play. And I do have a couple of characters in mind that could help out with the challenges and goals for the let's play if it ever came about. And if you don't see it a let's play, it's because I didn't enjoy it at all. It was crap gameplay, didn't like it, didn't want to do it, didn't want to film it, and so let's play. I enjoyed it. If you don't, that's fine. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking. And also I'm also just thinking about it now because Christmas is going to come up soon. I've already started to listen to some Christmas music. It's not like poppy music, like pop Christmas music. It's like Christmas music you would hear in church. But I've been listening to the Penix, is that how you say the group name? I've been listening to their versions because that's how I can listen to like churchy Christmas music. I can't listen to churchy Christmas music if it's sung in a church, but I can listen to their versions of it. It's a lot nicer. But I'm just thinking, when would I do the let's play? Christmas builds cup. When would I be able to do that? I don't know. My time management is awful. I don't know. I do, although in saying that, I am already starting another build video. I got that going. The second house that I built before this, like I was talking about, with like the 2 houses in one evening, that could quite easily be turned into a Christmas themed build because it is using pastel colours, and I thought it would be good to perhaps decorate it in like a Christmassy pastel. It's probably a good way to get around the pastel colours, to like decorate Christmassy like. So that'd be a good way to like have like a video already planned out ahead, so that could make way for possible. And yeah, because I was thinking for the pastel, which is flipping huge by the way, and that could be suitable for an old grandma that kind of looks like the Queen and has lots of dogs and loves to bake. She's like the best grandma ever, but she could also be Mrs. Claus, you know? Santa, he has his reindeers. Mrs. Claus, she has her lots of dogs. So yeah, the pastel home could become a Christmas home, and I have a home that I'm building already. So I do have lined up, which could allow a pathway perhaps for a let's play, but all depending whether I like it or not, whether I like the gameplay or not. At the moment, I'm doing lots of like gathering of stuff, and I was thinking if I were to do a let's play with it, edit out all the like gathering of stuff and just go, I've got stuff. But yeah, it's just what I've been thinking. It might not come to fruition. It could be total crap. Moving on. Downstairs we have a spare bedroom. If I was playing this with this home, I would use the bedroom downstairs as a downstairs bedroom. So this bedroom that I'm working on here with the green wall, that would become the master bedroom. So the downstairs bedroom has an ensuite which has 2 doors attached to it. So the door, it comes from the spare bedroom, and then the second door comes from the hallway. Now the reason why I did that is because I really wanted this house to have downstairs bathroom. There's no other place for it. So if it is being used as a spare bedroom, then when your Sims don't have Sims around, they can just use the spare bedroom's ensuite normal downstairs bathroom. But because I did put a door into the downstairs bathroom, the Sims may use that as a quicker route to get through this house. They shouldn't do, because to get through to the living room, they go through the front door, the hallway, bam, living room, right smack in their face. But this is the Sims. The Sims are rather peculiar. They do really strange, stupid things at times where you're just like, why would you do that? they could go through the spare bathroom, through the spare bedroom, and out through the living room. They do that. Like I said, Sims can be kind of stupid and peculiar and just like, wow. But yeah, this is his bedroom. Bit of an odd shape, I have to say. It is, yes, it is. That is because the attic stairs, they had to go somewhere. They couldn't act because that wooden attic stairs would then lead you straight up and into the path of the doors that we have in the attic leading out to the front balcony that you see at the front of this house. This house didn't scream ladders to me. I don't think ladders would suit this house. Ladders is not worthy of this house. So stairs had to be, and I had to find room for it because there had to be a way to access that top floor, the top room at the very top of this house. So because of that, this oddly shaped room, I thought there could be like a little like nook where the teenager can just hang out, talk to her friends and do her thing. I've assumed it's going to be a girl. I don't know why. I just imagine it was female. But yeah, this is teenager's bedroom, and I had a like picture in mind. This teenager would be into instruments, playing. We've got a guitar down there. We've got a violin down there, not the expensive one, the non-expensive one. And we have a couple of posters. So this teenager is also into like vintage old classic films, and she would probably like the music that comes from them. Wants to travel the world a lot. Visit London because it's wonderful. It's great love. So yeah, this is their room. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the purple room, and that's about it. So I think now I'm going to be moving on to the kids' room. Now this room here, it sticks out like a sore thumb. It's a lovely room. I love it. It looks great. I'm really happy with it. I went through this very quickly. But the reason why it sticks out like a sore thumb because it's so bright in colours. The rest of the house is very dark in colour. I use like a coffee colour on the walls, and then the rest of it is like black and browns, and it's all very dark. It looks great. I love it. But this one, because it's the kids' room, pastel colours in it, and it stands out like a sore thumb. And it does not help that this room is actually in the middle of this second. So it stands out quite compared to the rest of the rooms, because the rest of the rooms are quite dark. But light, livable dark. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's painted in a lovely lavender purple colour, which is basically the same colour as my sister's room next door. So during the summer, I moved out into her own place that she's now renting. So she's on the renting market now, and which means we now have a spare bedroom. And for the longest time, I've hated the purple colour that she painted home. And I just don't understand why she did it. I mean, I know her favourite colour is purple, but the shade of purple she picked, despite what she says, is the exact same purple shade that this room here that I'm sitting in now is the same shade that was used when me and my sister were sharing this bedroom with kids. And she's like, no, it's not. Like, yeah, it is. It's in purple colour. Why do that? And I think from memory, she found a colour that she really liked that a product used. So she took this product to the paint store and just matched it, trying to find like a match to it. And that was the one that matched to it. I think it was deodorant spray. She really liked the colour of it. So she took it to the store and just went, does this match my deodorant spray colour? And it's the same colour that this room was painted when we were kids and when we were sharing it. And so in the spare bedroom, my sister's old bedroom, it's all blown, or most of it, in most parts it's blown. So that means we have to repair the wall, and if we're repairing the wall, we can paint the wall a different colour, because I don't think they sell that colour anymore, thank goodness. So I get to repaint it. I'm so happy, and it's like my little project. I've already hacked off the plaster off the wall. I have to repair it now. My dad's going to show me. Yeah. So this is the little artsy turret when I came up into this spare like room at the top, I was like, I don't know what to put in this because of the roofing. There are no windows in the most part of this top room. The only windows is in this turret area. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if I had like a artsy easel room? Like, oh, I can because of the windows. I can. And it took me so long to find that little art caddy that's stuck beside the easel. So much so, as I was looking for that, I found some other items I could stick into that artsy easel room, and it looks great. I got those items because they really look like an artist would, do their work there. It just was like, I can't find it. The build by catalog just don't make sense. These are the bathrooms that I'm doing. They're all pretty much the same apart from the bathroom in the it has a chair in it. Not a chair, a shower. It has a shower. The chair's been removed. And that one is the only one with a shower in it. So if you're simply like a shower, they gotta climb those stairs. Anyways, this is where I'm leaving you. So please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you.